Okay, so I wanted to do a couple things in this video, and I wanted to first start off with probably what made you want to watch this, and that is a question that I have often been asked over the years, and it usually is something along the lines of, is there anything that you use in your own trading that you haven't told anyone about, no one knows about, and it's kind of a tough question to answer because if you know even a little bit about me, I am constantly, I'm a perfectionist. And so I'm constantly trying to make what I do perfect. And it drives me because I know that's not attainable, but what it's enabled me to do is produce some pretty phenomenal results and help a lot of other people over the years produce results as well. So as I have, there's about a week left where I'm wrapping all this up, and I was thinking, what could I teach you guys or provide that, kind of a last minute thing that I think would really benefit you. And as I was thinking about that, what do I have that I could achieve that? And so the way that I'm going to show you what this is by doing a review of yesterday. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something that I use in a minute, but I'm going to do it by kind of walking you through just briefly what I talked about and how I was able to set up for Thursday, January 23rd. So if you remember, I had mentioned that the key turns price, we look all the way up here, was at 35, 33.35. And I'd walk you through this. I think I recorded the video somewhere around here, 2 o'clock in the morning. And what time is it right now? It's 1 o'clock, so much earlier. So this is the entire session. This is Globex start until the RTH close. I have it pushed down like this so you can see the key turns price. But what I had mentioned was I want to keep an eye on 20.25, so right there, and also 5.75, which is right here. Okay, so what you should have done is you should have gotten, one of your line drawing tools. Doesn't really matter. You can even do this horizontal one and come up to 5.75, stick it right there, and then let's do that again for 20.25. So you should have had these prices that you should have been able to use Thursday's trading. So, and if you watch that video, and there's a link in the description if you have not seen it, what I said was that we want to watch this to break and hold for any more buying up into this direction. By the way, this is a 5.5 point gap. So if we get there, we can target 5 points, and then we can test this. We'll get to that in a second. But as long as we stay below it, we want to short. And so if we look at what happens, so I'm going to put this normal view so that we can see what happened. So the key turns up here, 33.35 is going to be out of view. Okay, so pretty much exactly as I described happened, and it's not because I'm a genius, it's because these prices are extremely reliable and they have a habitual, I guess the way I'll say it is the market reacts habitually with them. Okay, so it really just comes down to understanding how the prices work and then just positioning yourself above or below. So if we're going to be above it, I want to buy. If we're below it, I want to sell. Okay, so we've pegged this line multiple times through the overnight session. So ideally, you're short, just like I walked you through in the last video. And we had a beautiful rundown. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm not going to walk you through all this because if you watch the last video, I pretty much explain it before it happened. As this comes down to make another attempt at this low, we really want to eye this area right here because you see this wicking right here, and this is a 5-minute chart. A lot of buying pressure is happening right here, and so we must break all of these lows here and then hold below it to continue down. So I'm instantly watching for weakness, and we got it. Okay, so I'm not going to talk strategy or anything because I want to get to the heart of the matter. So as we come up through here, I want to be really careful about going short again. Why? Because we've had a really strong recovery. We failed to break these lows, and we've already hit this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dominant times, not to mention each of the individual candles. So those of you that, like statistics, there's actually 28, not 2, not 8, but 28 5-minute candles that play with this price here. So this is why I absolutely want to focus on this price, the 20 and a quarter. Okay. So am I going to short this? You can try. If I'm in long, I want to take some profit. You can test that to see if we have strength. But look, we have to get through this low, and I don't know. Can it happen? Yeah, of course. But that's a pretty strong recovery to head all the way back down. We really need some backup fundamentally to really have that happen. It's probably not going to happen. Okay, so then where do we go? We target the next price I gave to you, which was 25.75. That's a 5.5 point run. So you get whatever you get out of that. You're long through this, so you get 5.5 points there. So I don't know what you're up today. Dozens of points, hopefully. And then we test it. We come right to it to the tick on this 5-minute candle. We wick through it here, and we have a fairly decent drop. We're nearing market close, and so unless something crazy is going to happen, it's probably not going to do much, which is exactly what happened. But we just sit there, and so this was the price that we wanted to focus on for the entire session. And I gave these prices somewhere around here, several hours before all this happened. So let me show you how I get these prices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove them, and I'm going to open up my, let me stress the word, my key turns. So back to the question, is there anything that I use that no one knows about? Well, anyone watching this, you're now going to know about it. So I'm going to enable this and this. Now notice, remember 20 and a quarter, and remember 25.75. When I hit apply, watch what happens. Boom. 20 and a quarter, 25.75. So I kind of cheat. And you have to understand, when I trade, I have to create the easiest game for myself, because look, I'm just like you guys. I want to make money at the end of the day. I don't want to guess. I'm really bad at guessing. I'm horrible. So that's how I did it. So I have 2 additional key turns prices that I've used for a long time that I didn't add to the current version of the key turns indicator for various reasons. But I decided that I would do that. So those of you watching this that currently own this indicator, the DOP/key turns indicator, no additional charge. I will spend this weekend updating the file. So it's not posted to the site yet, but you will be able to download it, I don't know, in a couple days. I just have to finish packaging it up so that you can actually use it. And you will be able to use exactly what I use. You'll know these prices. And so that is, that's one of my secrets that I've never told anybody about. And not only am I telling you about it, but I'm actually going to give it to you. So if you don't have key turns yet, I don't know. It's up to you. It's super cheap. Honestly, I should charge 10 grand for this, because some of you would make that times 10 back in a single day. But, like I said in the beginning, I've got about a week left, and I wanted to give something to you guys that I know will really help impact. Now, obviously, you still have to learn how to use it. You have to, basically, it really just comes down to what I walked you through in the last couple videos. And that's literally what I do. I don't do anything, other than what I showed you. I look for highs and lows to be broken. I take breakouts. I take breakdowns. We had some beautiful ones this morning. Well, I guess technically yesterday morning since it's already Friday. But that's it. Just following something simple. And if we go back to yesterday, well, Wednesday, this is what Wednesday looked like with these additional uh, price levels. So we had this one, and you can see it worked beautifully. So this was the one that I think I did a video on this, the 36 and a quarter. I'm pretty sure I did. And so we're gonna want to get out there. We want to be short above, below this, long above this, and we treat these the same way. So I mean, how awesome is that to have this nice breakdown and then to know where to short? Because we want to be short below. So basically, we treat all these key turns the same way. The same way. We're down here. So, and watch this. So this one's at 33.14. So if we scroll over, look what happened in the Globex session. Not much after it went to the tick of these prices of this key turns level here. So I'm trading all of this. So what you're looking at, there's like a 99%, unless I'm just not there, there's like a 99% chance I'm in this stuff. And when you look at this, you know exactly what direction I'm in because of where price is positioned with key turns. Okay, and then this was another day. If you remember this video, I did a video of the 33.16 price where we went to the tick. We want to be long above it. But where do you go out? Where do you get out? Where do you take profit? Well, here's the second key turns level to the tick. Long above, short below. So we can buy here, short here. This has no more succession down here. What are we doing? We're buying breakouts. Test it again. I'm not going to cover this. I covered this in other videos, but this might initially look kind of messy, but if you actually break this down, it's actually beautiful. It was a really great day, even though it was sideways. So anyways, that was that day. Really very profitable day. I can't remember if I did a video on this day or not. I have to look, but I just wanted to show you one more day. So here's our third. So the orange is like the third position, basically. We treat them all the same. They all do the same thing. So we want to be long above. Okay, now we're short. We're taking breakdowns. We've got a couple tests in here. I mean, it really just follows suit with everything that I've laid out. And so then this price here, I know to be short here, but look at this. I have this, kind of this overflow that I can short that as well. And it's just beautiful. Come down to the tick. Again, long above, short below, huge, huge, huge. Here's some breakouts through here. This is actually even market open. So we're taking breakouts, and the span between these prices, this is, I shouldn't say only 10 points, but it's 10 points. I mean, that's really nice returns. So we get in and, we're out in this area. We can short it and come back out here, 10, 20, I don't know, 25, I'm not sure. And whatever else, if you're using the box that day or whatever. Just huge, huge days. So anyways, those are just a few examples, but you can use this on any market. So if you trade Forex, if you trade, it doesn't matter. You can use it on anything. You can use it on Bitcoin. This thing works awesome on Bitcoin. So if we go to, for Friday, here's where we're at. We're actually, as we're speaking, we're sitting here right at this is the third key turns level. Let me make this bigger so we can kind of see what's happening here. So we're just sitting here, we're kind of going back and forth, some sideways action here. Not a lot of activity in Globex yet. We have a couple bursts, but we had this initial one, full correction, coming back up, kind of just oscillating with this key turns price here. This is in half-point increments, so this, even though this looks larger, it's actually quite tiny. And so we're sitting here at the third key turns level, and so up above us we have the original key turns that we're gonna target. So we're testing it, and so we just need to see if we're gonna break above it. Then we would test this, and then we'll see how much strength we get. I mean, we've had a really nice recovery, nearly a full recovery from the highs, just only a few points away. So we're literally a few points away from making all-time brand new highs, and then it's off to the races, and here we go. So anyways, every single one of you watching this can have it. There's 1 week left. January 31st is cutting all this off, so get it while it's available. So whether you just get DOP key turns, this comes with it. If you get the Pro Suite, this comes with it. And then I didn't even have time to go over the box, but I mean the box was awesome today. But you know, that's very black and white, cut and dry, so there's not a lot to talk about that. But this is something that is extremely useful, and you can set up your entire outlook just as I've laid out. So we'll do the same thing for Friday and the next day and the next day and the next day, and we can do that on every single market we trade. We can do it on multiple markets, and when you get good, you can trade 2 markets at a time, and then 3, and then maybe 4, and then it's just a matter of positioning. So you know what to look for, you know what highs and lows that we want to breach in order to head in that direction. We've got these targets, we can test them, and then we just go to the next one. So anyways, that's it for this. I wanted to show you this, and I just here's that view again from today, and then the prior days key turns level that we went all the way down to, and you can see we kind of hit some support down here. So I think I also mentioned in the last video when I was talking about this area how we're hitting support down here. I knew that the key turns was very near that area, and so just some insider information that I didn't mention because it was only today that I decided to release this. So again, if you own key turns, you'll have this sometime this weekend. If you don't have it yet, just click the link in the description or just go to dopanalytics.com and click on the DOP key turns button. It's all over the site. And that's a wrap for this video. I'll try to do probably anywhere between 2 to 4 more videos before the end of the month. I don't know that I could do them every day, but I'll try to do some more, and that way it can help you set up. Those of you that are going to be going into Monday's trading, I'll try to do a video Sunday night so that you can see what I'm going to do for my setup for going into Monday. And so remember, on Sunday, Chicago time, 5 o'clock, the futures market opens. And so what I like to do, not necessarily at that exact time, but sometime before I go to bed, I open up my charts, I see where things are at. I've already got my lines up, so I know what we're going to target. I know exactly where I'm going to want to be short, exactly where I'm going to want to be long. And then at that point, when you come up to the live market, it's just a matter of execution. And then at that point, you're just clicking buttons, and you know exactly where to place your orders at, because you've got where to be, to be long above this, short below it, long above this, short below it, and it's just an exchange, this rhythm back and forth, and the end result is really nice. So that's enough for this one, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, really quick, I had to turn this back on because look, just as I was wrapping up there, look what happened. We break above, so that's a nice tiny. It's small. I mean, we only got like a couple points here, but tiny little breakout, and we get to the tick, which are 30 yesterday key turns. We nailed it to the tick, 35, and we're sitting there. So we can short this. We want to because we had kind of a like it's kind of like this. So we can short this right now. We can get short, but we want to be a little bit cautious because we've got a lot of strength. So I wanted to show you this in real time so you can see this. See, this is what I'm talking about. So we want to watch this. So what I'd probably do is go to a smaller time frame chart and just kind of see what's happening. But we can short this, but we want to kind of be, I don't know, not be too aggressive with a situation like this. But I wanted to show you this because we nailed it, and we got Friday's key turns, and it's just awesome. Just You got to use this thing. This is just, I love this thing. You can see why now. Some of you know I've said many times this is what governs all my trades. So no matter what I'm using, the box or one price or whatever it is, this is why. I mean, you're witnessing live in real time. This is why this tool right here, these three prices, govern all my trades. See, and there we go. Boom. So we're gonna be, we can go for that. This is why this governs all my trading, because it's so effective. So anyways, wanted to show you that real quick, and off to the races. We're gonna make new highs. Just watch. Awesome stuff. Okay, guys. See you in the next video.